Today's film is the 1972 Italian Gothic Byleth, the Demon of Incest, written and directed by Leopoldo Savona. Set during the 17th century or whatever, a man who's been incestuously in love with his sister since childhood comes back after a year's absence to find that she has gotten married. Soon, several women in the area start turning up dead with strange wounds on their necks. Byleth, the Demon of Incest, is part gothic horror, part giallo and part softcore porn. By the standards of 60s Italian horror, this is quite sleazy, but in the grander picture, nothing really separates Byleth from the hammer horror of the early 70s. It's clearly a product of its time, being released in the same year as Last House on the Left, where, I know it sounds like a cliche, but the 70s were grim. Political assassinations, death cults, serial killers, and worst of all, stagflation. With such violence and depravity occurring in real life, it was hard for the old ways of horror to compete, and therefore we get stuff like Byleth, the Demon of Incest. This film, just like its hammer horror counterpart, Demons of the Mind, is the product of an awkward transitional period in horror cinema where the Gothic period was indeed coming to an end and was struggling to keep up with the demand for more explicit content. The result is a desperate film whose pace is completely ruined by pointless softcore sex, underwhelming drama, and giallo murder set piece tangents. The only reason I can gather for Byleth's longevity amongst Italian horror fans, at least enough to warrant a Blu-ray release, is its commitment to its central theme of incest. The relationship is developed enough to create a constantly awkward atmosphere and even produce a tense love triangle between them and the sister's husband, which carries the film through its second act. So much nudity with such a perverse narrative, of course, makes you think you've seen a film more transgressive than it actually is. Byleth is little more than a 1960s Italian Gothic film with a perverse central theme and an abundance of breasts. It is unfortunately not a remarkable film by any standards, and even though there are some moments that feel truly Gothic, their sparseness only adds to the mediocrity that is Byleth's overall mood. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Tomorrow's film is River of Darkness.